Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance Footlock playthrough. With all the preparations out of the way, let's get started. But first, interruptions by Mist and it's Rolf. It seems like they're going to try to help us out because they're tired of sitting around while everybody else is risking their necks. I'll give them at least props for trying to help out. But he's pretty good with bow. Seems that Rolf might actually be useful. Or, at least that's what most people would say. With very little options, I'd say Rolf is very useful, is reasonably useful. They just want to help out, it seems. How about it, Commander? No time to sit around here bickering. If they're nearby, they'll be easy to protect at the very least. And no regrets. Let's get into it. First things first, Rolf. Not terribly great. I kind of wish he was a couple of levels higher with some higher bases, but his bases are at least serviceable, if nothing else. The biggest problem with Rolf is that he's locked to one-range weaponry, which is the main reason why most people say that he's pretty awful in particular. And I'm not one to disagree. He's not great by any stretch. Mia, keep the iron sword equipped. Yeah, keep that equipped. I want Ike to be here for sure. Just because I want him to be as close as possible. One of the guys down there moves, and I don't want to make sure I get the items from the words come to me from the villages over here. And it's easier if you have Ike up here because he'll be able to actually help you out. In fact, instead of staffing, I'm going to have shove Ike. Just that way he's a bit further forward towards where I think he'll need to be. Soren, don't want to move, shove him. Reese, you are stuck with this heal staff. And I'm going to turn that vulnerability over to you. Now, I actually forgot to do something, but I'll let the tutorial explain better in a moment. But for now, our allies. Mordecai and Leth. The enemies will at least go for them, which, it's fine. And Mia's Vantage. I don't think I've explained it yet, but Mia has a skill called Vantage. Vantage ensures that she's always going to attack first on player phase, so there are some useful combinations of skills that can happen with it. So, that happens. Also, nice dodge. And now that you've got your 2 minutes in the sunshine, Leth, it's time to bench you, at least until next chapter. And, yep. That guy's right where I thought he would be. And despite them not exactly agreeing, I can direct them. And it's an emergency. And yeah, thought you were in danger, that's for sure. Let's fight together. And yes. And yeah, do as they please. What you saw is exactly what they said. They'll do as they please. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them target this spot. There are no reinforcements from behind, so they're absolutely safe if you do that. Meanwhile, Ike, there are a couple more spaces than I would like you to be away from where you'd be ideal. Just curious. For now, though, Eliana. Not the one who needs it. Rolf, can you double the silencer? Yes, you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you up here, and I'm going to make sure that you double this dude just to get the experience. Yeah. The biggest challenge is that once Rolf can actually start effectively killing things on his own, that's usually whenever he starts to blossom and snowball. In the meantime, Soren, Avi's fire, maybe you get an adept trigger. I kind of doubt it, but if you do, that would be nice. Thank you. That means I can have Mia and Ileana assault the dude in front of you. And level up Soren. It's alright. I don't know. Again, don't terribly care for Soren that much. Yeah, you should be fine to attack. 7, yeah, you're fine. Dodge, very nicely done. Knock off enough of his HP. Ileana, go in and score that kill for me, please. Thunder. And more thunder. Oh, that was a crit. Very nice. Reese, I'm gonna have you push up Ike one more spot forward. Mist. Just gonna move you right here for the time being. Ike, get that one space closer as I need to stop this guy in particular from doing bad things. And last up is Boyd. Way the heck over here. Steel Axe to kill the mage dude. Very nice crit, Boyd. And now, I will cut out partner phase after this. You can tell where it's going. Nice dodge, Boyd, and kill. Very nice. Yeah, Boyd's barely gaining any EXP. I'll probably have Boyd clear out the Armor Knights up ahead, but after that, it's probably not much else. Yeah, I think you're too strong with that. Rolf, can you double him? No. Okay. Soren. It's hard because I think all the mages double too. I think Ileana's prone to crit though, so there's that. Does anybody need healing at this point? No. So what I'm gonna do, if nobody needs healing, is I'm gonna start using the ward staff just to give Reese some free EXP. I think what I need to do is I need to get Mia over here, unfortunately, because I need to soften this dude up. And if that's the case, I'll let her gain a level. Doesn't really matter to me. Ike, for now, use that iron sword. No damage. Ike the tank. Although, he did get hit with a Venom Axe, which is not cool. That's Slim Sword. Very nicely done. And level up Mia. Let's see. Maybe you'll... Ooh, dead level. Never mind. Yeah, I remember why I'm dropping Mia after this. For now, I'm just gonna pray that this fire doesn't crit or adept trigger, which I think is reasonable. If it doesn't, I should be okay. Yeah, Rolf can then pick up the kill on the mage, which will be useful. I just need to keep an eye on this dude's range. Yeah, okay. And I want Mist to trade into Rolf the iron bow that I pulled out of the convoy last time. Does the normal iron bow just work better? It's accurate enough, I shouldn't have to worry. Yeah. Finding kills where you can with Rolf and your ranged attackers is always useful. You have a Steel Lance, so do you, and I might try to pick off that archer, but we'll see. For now, hammer. Just that way you can deal the damage. And then enemy phase. Meanwhile, Mia, very nicely done. And yeah, wow, you can double. Dang. Dang, girl. Meanwhile, I'm still happy that I have that slim sword for now. And Boyd, yep. Ouch. In the meantime, this dude... Ouch. Dang. I thought Boyd would have a lot better at dodging, but I guess I stand corrected. Meanwhile, Ike having to deal with some of the mages. And that dude moving over. Marcia's gonna head towards Ike anyways, so I'm not that worried. And Ike is going to get hit. Yeah. Meanwhile, Reese, can this shove you? No. In the meantime, Rolf. That silencer should do it, yeah. So that's good news. Trying to keep Rolf safe as possible. Always a good idea. Level up Rolf. Please get a good level up. I mean, it's at least one of the stats I wanted to go up on Rolf, but his strength's a little more important right now. So, kind of average. Or kind of medium, I should say. Meanwhile, Ileana, do your job. Yep. Reese. Ward again on Soren, even though I'm fairly sure it's not going to do much. Soren, can you kill? Not reliably, but I'll give it a shot. But, hey, this is what you do. Meanwhile, that's going to deal no damage. Absolutely none. I'll see if Ike can kill this dude, because if not, you know, this could be a little bit awkward. Even Mia can't kill, so what I'm going to do, then, is that, and I need to see how this guy would then move. Huh. I think what I'll do, let's see, how fast are you? 12, and your attack is 14. Your defense is 3, which is 11. 12, you're weighed down by, what, 1? So you're effectively 11, so nobody here is getting doubled. Ileana has enough defense that can reasonably be safe, assured. So what I'm going to do, actually I could probably have Ike stay right there. In the meantime, what I'll do, Boyd, a little inaccurate, but I don't care, it should be fine. 70 is basically on the cusp of what I would call accurate. Yeah, out of his range, out of that guy's range, and yeah. Just gonna move Mist back so that way no accusations, and let's end the turn. As I think Ike's perfectly fine staying where he is. In the meantime, this dude, ouch. And that mage is going to attack Mia. I don't think it's kill range, even then he missed, so that's fine. Ace dodge Void, and this hammer basically guarantees this dude's death. And then Marcia's gonna start moving over, and we have pirates. Nadetta. Now, Nadetta is unfortunately not recruitable, which a bit of a sad sight. Oh well. Meanwhile, he's at least funny with the way he speaks. Anywho, true sea dog in action. I will say though, I do like the goofy music that accompanies him. It's quite funny. But yes, more pirates after you thought you were done with the first couple. Meanwhile, let's see. Rolf and Ileana can finish this dude off at the very least. I'm not worried about them, though I am going to have to send somebody over to finish it off. Rolf, don't miss. Thank you. Or somebody to grab those areas. Mend. Ike. I'm going to milk every bit of healing EXP a little bit later, but Nah, I'll save it for then. So we're in... I think I'll use fire on you for the moment. And a death trigger on either hit would be greatly appreciated. If not, I will not worry about it too heavily. Or I could have Ike just kill the dude, and then just have Mia head forward, which I think is what I should be doing. As I want Mia basically to head forward for these houses, or villages, technically. Whichever floats your boat. It floats your boat. And we're at sea. Void, move over here, the hand axe, and chug this vulnerary, please. That should give you more than ample HP to survive, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, perfect. That frees open a spot for Marcia, even though I know I can't use her. I might have her go to the village, but that's about it. Meanwhile, miss. Oof. Yay. So that'll level up Boyd here in just a moment. Meanwhile, time for her to pay us back. And we now have Marcia. I mostly care about Marcia because she has inventory more so than actually being a unit right now. By virtue of the challenge playthrough. But in the meantime, Marcia! She joins the Javelin and the Slim Lance. And the Pegasus Band. That is all I need to say about her in the context of this playthrough. But in the context of a normal playthrough, she joins alright. She's got enough strength that she's not going to be weighed down by Iron Lances, which is important to note. And she has enough speed that she should be able to double a couple of things. And her defensive stats are reasonably fine. The only other thing is that Marcia needs basically a Seraph Robe, otherwise she's going to be in a bit of trouble. That's all I really have to say about her. Not much else to it beyond that. Eliana... He's weighed down by 2, which puts him at an effective 6. I'll have you stay there for the moment, and I'll try to use you in that sense. I am one space away from getting to that house, so what I'm going to do is Vulnerary and equip the Iron Sword. Mostly just to make sure that the house doesn't get targeted by these guys. As I think the rightmost bandit will usually try to go after the houses. As said earlier, Marcia, just gonna have her go visit the house. And yeah, these guys are a bit xenophobic. Anywho. Hating humans. Giving us a Restore Staff. Restore, as you might guess, basically just restores statuses off of people. Not much to say beyond that. How much longer does poison last on you? That's a good question. 2 more turns, so I am better off healing Ike this turn. That's how I'll do that. And then next turn I should be able to... Can you rescue? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I like my plan of attack. Eliana, you only get slowed down by 1, which gives you an effective 11 speed. He's weighed down by 2, I think, which gives him effectively 6. Yeah, okay. You are reasonably fast, but I'm not that worried, despite Ike being a bit slower than I would like. At least he's got a chip. Very nice dodge, Eliana. In the meantime, please don't get a crit. Thank you. Also makes my life easier. Yep. Oh right, I forgot about Boyd. Oops. Luckily, yep. That should do the trick. Boyd, level up. Very nicely done, Boyd. I think for your last level up, I'm going to get something to help with your strength. In the meantime, Rolf. Rolf's bow, not strong enough. Okay, silencer. We'll get it done. That'll help kill that dude. All that's left to do, Soren goes to Rolf, which unfortunately puts him in range. Can you take Rolf, Ileana? No, but you can shove Soren. Okay. Interesting. Take Rolf. Drop Rolf. Right there. Shove Ileana, and I think if I move Ike here, should be able to shove Ileana out of the way. Not even sure if you can get on to attack her, but we'll see. Yeah, it shifts a little bit, but yeah, not quite. Alright. Yeah. What's in the house? And he's not quite as xenophobic. And gives us a talisman. Resistance is not as important of a stat as you might think, but it's there. I'm just gonna have Marcia stay out of the way. Nobody comes from there, don't really have to worry. And I'm not exactly trying to blaze through this chapter as fast as humanly possible, as you guys have clearly seen. Meanwhile, doing its job with, whatchamacallit, Shade. Shade's a good skill, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, this dude, just gotta keep an eye on his range. Let's see. How much damage can I do with a Regal Sword? That's 14. Meanwhile, let's see, if I use this Regal Sword, you're at 14. Nice dodge, Ike. Soren can deal that much. Let's see. How much damage can Rolf deal? Probably not a lot. Yeah, no. Maybe I have to try and proc a crit or an adept trigger, which I think is what I have to lean on. Yeah. Scallywags of the Sea. We earn a gold with axes as bold. Indeed. Meanwhile, Ileana, I need you over here. Yeah. Thunder lets me double. In particular. He stops there, and his last space is there. Okay. So I can use Rolf then to kill this dude with his own bow, just for the extra accuracy. Okay then, everything is going according to Keikaku. Not really, but I just couldn't resist it. God damn it, Rolf, get your strength up, but thank Lord you're getting speedy. That is one of Rolf's good points. He is actually very fast. And he's likely to be very fast. Yeah, you're perfectly fine. I could probably just leave you alone. Reese is fine there, and I think he's gonna attack Soren, but you're not fast enough to double, so I'm not that worried. Just gonna pass the turn as everybody else begins their moves. Meanwhile, ouch. Thankfully, that should be more than enough HP to survive the poison damage. But I absolutely have to heal him up this turn. Soren, level up. Again, a little bit of a bigger fan of Ileana as a result of stuff like that. And we're just doing cleanup now. In the meantime, yeah, Ike. Nice crit. I think Ike is poisoned too, so I'm actually going to use Marcia just to trade over Restore. As I think Restore might be better than the heal staff for the moment. Mostly just to prevent poison outs. Ileana's got enough HP, so I'm not worried. Yeah, Thunder. Rolf behind her. Ike is perfectly fine. Reese. Use Restore. I'm gonna have you Restore and then heal on subsequent turns, every single character. Also, Restore gives you a lot of EXP, holy crap. Yeah, Mia, just use the Slim Sword. It's gonna be a 3-shot no matter what, and the Slim Sword's less useful, just because it's weaker. In the meantime, Ike here, Soren here, and yeah, I think that's all there is to say about that. Just gonna have Ileana, ouch, take on this dude and hopefully soften him up for Rolf. Like so. And then every turn until we get to where reinforcements spawn in from the castle should be a-okay. Rolf, your own bow is helping, which is nice. More accurate shots are always nice in my book. In the meantime, Reese, help Ike out, if you will. And Ike, just get up here. Ileana, over here, and Soren up here. I'm gonna wait until reinforcements spawn in, probably with Ike, knowing how crummy my luck is. Mend on everybody, starting with Ike. I don't care if the mend staff breaks, I'm literally just using it to milk extra EXP out of the items right now. Level up Reese. It's kind of weird that he got defense and I'm a little bit upset with the level up, but whatever. Ike, move further forward. Rolf, go right here. Are you Soren to shove you forward a spot? And I'm fairly sure I can do the same with Ileana, considering that Rolf is kind of light. Yeah. Rolf is not heavy at all. So, as I move Ike and Rolf up, let's see, how close do you have to get before these reinforcements spawn in, now that Boyd's seeing Ike again? Ileana, you're at a way lower HP. No, wait, Soren is. Huh, interesting. Rolf, right over here. Ileana, right on up. Soren, right on up. And that's that. Meanwhile, transformations not really mattering because they're not seeing any action. Now, I think because the enemies spawn on enemy phase, it's better and they're not same turn reinforcements or ambush spawns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Ike here, Boyd here, and move everybody else closer. This is how everybody else basically attacks at ranged. And that should be it, I think. Yeah, because there's Mist way the heck back there, Marcia's there, and Mia's so far away I just didn't want to bother getting her up and over. That and that dead level basically guaranteed that I'm not going to use her at all. Okay, that's what I thought. Iron Sword will basically kill everybody, all things considered. If I make Boyden, then I can equip Steel Axe, and I think I'll be okay. With the only guy I really have to worry about being that dude, because he has a javelin. Everybody else has iron or steel weaponry of some kind. I really don't want to take a risk on Rolf. Word again on Soren. I'm bad with names today. And yeah, not much else to say. Ike is perfectly fine, and you've got 14 defense, you've got 13. I'm not that worried. So, let's get into it. Yep. Ouch. With that. Meanwhile, everybody come to Ike, get slaughtered. Yes. While we're cleaning up what few enemies are left on the chapter, I gotta say, although I'm happy Rolf is being fast, I'm very upset that he is being, so at the same time, very underpowered in my book. That is at least a clean, easy pickup kill for Rolf. With the hit on, oh, nice job, Ike. On the Myrmidon, that one after Void. Level up. Okay. I was hoping your speed would go up, but I'm not that picky. It's fine. Ike is one of the few characters I have... Oh, wow. Very nice. Ike the Crit Master. So, let's see. Wow, you're one of the only people who won't die immediately. Meanwhile... Just gonna move Ileana here. Yeah. Ileana should be fine. Level up Ileana. Let's see. Please get some magic. That was everything around your magic, but whatever. I'll take it. Definitely know I will rig some magic level ups for you. I'll use the normal iron bow, as that'll kill. Oh wait, there's that dude in front. I didn't plan for that. I think doing this, however, also talk with Rolf because they can do that. Huh. Interesting. Thank you, Boyd, for the insight. Maybe Boyd won't kill? Probably. I don't know. Things seem pretty tanky at the moment. Plenty of people to heal after this turn. For the time being, Ileana. Get some use out of that ward. And yeah, I'm probably not going to get a ton of bonus experience out of this in the slightest. But for the meantime, nice hits, Boyd. 1 HP. I'll see if that silencer, the silencer can deal damage. Nope. Damn. Okay. I'll put Ileana here. That'll deal some damage, as soldiers tend to have lower resistance than they do defense. And with Rolf, can I two-shot you? I mean, I can. But it's also, like, on the cusp of death. Death or not? I think the answer is... wait, Rolf's at 18. I heal him up, or... Actually, no, wait. Using the ward staff will guarantee that Rolf's fine. Because that'll lower the damage down to 1 per attack. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Same deal here. So weak that it doesn't matter. And I'll pick up the kill with Rolf next turn after Ileana softens up the other mage. Yeah. Okay, that's my plan of attack. Rolf, just in skill. I am rigging your next couple of level ups until you catch up with everybody. That is for sure what is happening. I actually can't right now. We have a Night Killer, which is normally to increase damage to horseback units, but we're not using a horseback unit, so it doesn't matter. In the meantime, I think Boyd and Rolf also give each other a critical hit boost if they're standing beside each other, so this should help. Yep. Nice crit, Rolf. And Ileana, no damage whatsoever. In the meantime, I think you no longer take any speed penalties from your Thunder Tome, which is very nice. So, first off, Rolf. Iron Bow. Nope, Silencer. Yep. Dang. You not getting any strength level ups at all has been quite the headache. Staff, Mend on Boyd. That ward staff usage actually came in very handy. Let's see. Can I kill the boss this turn without just like? We'll find out. First off, Void. How much damage do you deal? 18, 19. Eliana. Elf Thunder is 10. I just do the math from there. I'll have the two mages go, and then we'll see how much damage I can deal. I might just have like kill the boss. It's not unreasonable. How much damage do you deal? 7? Boy, do you still have a hand axe use? Yeah. Well, it's not that accurate. Still, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Okay, boss is dead with Ike. So, let's attack. And, yep, Commander, da-da-da-da-da. And they underestimate us from beginning to end. That was true. No more talk indeed. Glory to the Empire? Or so it seems. Wow, Ike almost got a level up there. I might top him off, and I might just get Boyd up to level 20. Just that way I can get him a little bit more speed, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. This was overall a very smooth chapter. And this is also, Rolf is the reason I've been saving up a good chunk of my bonus experience. But for now, let's close it out and end this chapter. I definitely lost a lot of bonus experience. You don't know what they were after, though. Unlikely that they were pursuing Valencia, eh? Perhaps they're planning an invasion, which is not good for us, that's for sure. More war. More war indeed. Literally meaning to set the land ablaze in war? That sounds kinda scary. Citizens will be the altar that is sacrificed for the ambition. That is sad. Support Dane. That's unthinkable. York and Lagoose. Soren is quite weird. Then again, he seems to be hiding something. Will it come to war? Yeah, possibly. War brings pain and sorrow indeed, but this is troubling and not the time to talk about it. I guess, well, they're the next scene. By the way, I love the music for King Kanagas. It's one of the best themes in the entire series, but I'll wait for that to come up. While this entire talk is happening and we ultimately get hired to escort Valencia, can I just say that I'm glad the plot's starting to move along, considering that we spent essentially 3 chapters doing nothing. Not counting the prologue, which was basically a tutorial for your first unit. Even then, it's nice to see the plot moving along. Meanwhile, Ethan Mordecai, leave us now, and heal the wounds. I'd also like to point out the beach that was in this chapter. It doesn't have normal sand on it. As such, your mounted units could move at full speed on it. It's not just Marcia. But that's how I feel about it. Anywho. Kanagas forged a strange bond with King Ramon and King Grail. And Grail. I kind of wish this theme came up in more spots, or at least we got to interact with Kanagas more, as this song is criminally underutilized, in my opinion. But that's how I feel about it. Meanwhile, his fate, forever unknown to most of us. And, yes, he confessed one thing, and just entrusted everything that he owned to Ike. It's a bit weird. Instead, Ike, being the stalwart lord that he is, taking over the company. Not strong enough? Beyond his reach. That's why I've devoted myself to becoming stronger. The true man that we all need. I think that's one of the things that happens to Ike, in addition to being commander of the mercenaries at the age of 17. And being effectively blue blood. He matures very fast in our eyes, which I think is good. And Elincia is very much like King Ramon, wanting to deepen the relationship between Laguz and Bjork, and instead be a nation. Or rather, a nation where both races are united, per se. Reminds me of somewhere else on the continent, somewhere that nobody else has seen in a long time. But that's not here and now. But as King Elincia says, they need to go to the theocracy of Benyon. But as it seems, we need a ship. So we unfortunately have to go back into Crimea. And in serving as mercenaries, we're to travel with Elincia. Oh, Elincia, you're worth more than the service. More than enough for the service. I somehow managed to gain a level up of bonus experience. I'm a little bit surprised considering how long I spent on the chapter. But that's that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons, as well as hit the notification bell to stay up to date. I'll see you in the next part.